What's up? Let's check out Michael Knowles. He's going to be speaking on Roseanne, having a conversation with Bill Maher, I think is how you pronounce the dude's name. But yeah, it was an interesting conversation. She was kind of going in. Had the Bill dude looking real passive, right? But you know how Roseanne do. I disagree with her sometimes, but I think she's like one of the best comedians out here in the game, right? Because I respect honesty and I respect people being brave and courageous. And Roseanne is one of the few. Right, let's be clear. She's been wilding out since back in the day, right? With no fear in her heart.
Major Democrats are souring on Joe Biden. In fact, Bill Maher, who he's sometimes unorthodox with the left, but he's generally a reliable center-left guy. He just came out on his show and he said that not only is Biden messing up, Trump is actually right when he talks about education.
He says under his administration, his next one, schools will teach students to love their country, not to hate their country like they're taught now. I got to say, this one doesn't bother me so much because I think that, this is what I see when I see kids demonstrating, these progressives demonstrating for Hamas, the most illiberal people in the world, that, oh, good, we're going to give America its comeuppance. America. They kind of have been indoctrinated this way. And Chuck Schumer made a speech this week. He said anti-Semitism is a 5-alarm fire that must be extinguished. This is the highest ranking Jewish politician we've ever had in this country.
I'll be honest, this is me just listening at this point. I don't know much about anything he's saying, but I will say that this is for educational purposes. Because I don't know. Right. I'm trying to learn now.
He talked about when Jewish people hear chants like from the river to the sea. You understand that means wipe us out by any means necessary.
Trump is right when he says that the schools teach people to hate America. That's obviously true. Obviously true. Now, what does this mean for us? Does this mean that Bill Maher is a right-wing Republican now? No, he's not. Does it mean that the right should suck up to Bill Maher as we sometimes do? No, I don't think we should do that. Bill Maher is the perfect mainstream center-left guy. He's a great example of that guy. And so the use of Bill Maher for Republican political purposes is as a barometer. And the Bill Maher barometer reading here is telling us something that a lot of us have seen for years at this point, which is that the education issue is great for Republicans. The Chamber of Commerce types, the squishes, the forget about social issues types, they don't want to talk about that. Oh no, just leave it to the parents and the local communities and let's not talk about what's being taught in the schools. Let's not talk about the ideologies foisted on little kids. Let's just ignore that.
Yeah.
No. Bill Maher is saying, man, these schools, they're teaching kids to hate America. What's wrong with these guys? Yeah. The education issue got Glenn Youngkin elected in Virginia. It was related to the education issue, but it got Glenn Youngkin elected. That education issue was
how did he just say right? You know, I don't even want to know.
One of the biggest drivers to get Ron DeSantis reelected in Florida. Ron DeSantis going in, taking over a school, a big lib school, New College of Florida, going in, hostile takeover, filling it up with conservatives, changing the curriculum so it stopped teaching anti-American nonsense and started being a serious educational institution. Great, love it. Why? Why is this such a good issue? Because everyone has kids that are in some kind of schooling or another. Because during COVID, parents for the first time saw the kind of nonsense their kids were being taught, which led to a huge spike in homeschooling. Because the left has turned parents into a unified political group for the first time ever. It's a great issue. Any Republican who wants to win needs to run on.
I ain't gonna front. There was one point like in my life where I was like super pro public schools. I was like, yeah, man, kid gotta be tough, man. We don't need to be in shelter. Gotta learn. I fully disagree with that now. I think homeschooling is probably the best choice if you're able to. If you're able to do it, then it's probably the best option.
On this issue, it appeals to so many people. This issue appeals to suburban moms in the Midwest. It appeals to recent Muslim immigrants in Dearborn, Michigan. No one wants their kids to be taught this lunacy in schools. Great issue. It even appeals to Bill Maher. Right now, go to shopbeam.com/Knowles. Are you struggling to sleep at night?
Wasn't even a smooth transition, man. Go and check out Michael Knowles. Check out Michael Knowles. I have the full video linked in my description. It's a long ass ad too. Huh?
Show Roseanne Barr, who I think I can now refer to as my colleague, because that's pretty great. I want to put that in my Twitter bio. Colleague of Roseanne Barr, because Roseanne is going to be the voice in our show Bircham, Mr. Bircham, Adam Carolla's cartoon that we're producing here at the Daily Wire. That is absolutely terrific. Wow. I've seen the pilot. It's amazing. So Roseanne goes on Bill Maher's.
That's fire. Yo, that's hard.
Show, and she makes pretty weighty accusation about him.
No wonder I don't remember this.
No, you blocked it out, MK Ultra.
Who's that?
That's the mind control program.
He lying, saying he don't know what that is. Also, just for educational purposes. He lying, saying he don't know what that is. That dude is lying. Also, I can't confirm or deny anything. YouTube, please don't 86 my video.
Program you're under, Bill.
MK Ultra?
Yeah.
So who's Klaus Schwab?
The head of the WEF.
What's that?
Google it.
Love Roseanne. She's great. Google it. Now, people are looking at this clip and saying, man, Roseanne's crazy, isn't she? She's always been a little crazy. She said she's a little crazy. Most comedians are. Here, though, Roseanne doesn't really sound like the crazy one to me. Roseanne comes out, she says, Bill, you're under an MK Ultra mind control program.
Oh, wait, no. I'm going to take that as a joke. Okay, that's what I'm taking that as. I'm taking it as her messing around and joking around. Check me out on Patreon if you want to hear my true opinions about a lot of stuff that I can't say on YouTube or other platforms. Just being safe.
Was that program of the CIA to try to control people's minds. It's also my preferred nickname. I really like. I'm going to rename my show MK Ultra. I think that's really great. Okay, that's a big, crazy, wild accusation. But the crazier thing is,
if Michael Knowles is a rapper, calling himself that would be fire. Or at least an album name. Son. That would be crazy. A mixtape series?
Bill says he doesn't know what it is. He's never heard of MK Ultra. MK Ultra, of all of the nefarious CIA operations over the years, Operation Mockingbird, all Northwoods, right, all the rest of them, MK Ultra is by far the most prominent, well-known program. Bill Maher is seriously saying he's never heard of MK Ultra. Then she goes, she cuts in later in the interview. She's talking about the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab. Klaus Schwab. Everyone's heard of Klaus Schwab. Not everyone. There are plenty of people who have never heard of Klaus Schwab. But anyone who pays attention to political news at all has heard of Klaus Schwab. Bill Maher has been doing a political news and commentary and comedy show for 30 years now? In some form or another. He's never heard of Klaus Schwab. And then she clarifies. She says, from the WEF, the World Economic Forum. And he says, what's that? He's never heard of the World Economic Forum?
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's going on here? Is Bill Maher actually MK Ultra? I don't know.
Nothing, lying. I think he lying, bro. That's why I said, I think he definitely heard of it. He's just lying, bro. I don't know who he's trying to impress, but I ain't going to go as far as to get into the conspiracy bag on YouTube. I think that it was something else.
What does it even mean to be MK Ultra? Does it mean you're just a super fan of the show? I don't know. But don't tell me Roseanne's the crazy one in that interview.
Calling your fans MK Ultras is crazy.
Assume Bill is just playing dumb. If he's really never heard of those things, strange. Maybe he's under some mind control. Man, what a great clip that was. Now, hey, hold up. Ring that bell.
He's crazy. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button, all that good stuff. Check out Michael Knowles as well, right? To watch the video in full context and not stopped and paused by me 1,000 times. I think that Roseanne be cooking. I like Roseanne, man. I think she's hilarious. Some of that stuff she was saying was pushing the edge, a little bit, but it's what it is. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button. Check me out on Patreon. Join memberships if you're able to. Subscribe and all that good stuff.